In this edition of In the Herd, we check in with women's basketball. The Bison finished up their 3-game homestand Tuesday night against UMBC before an 11-day break in between games. And for this reason and more, head coach Rochelle knows this game against the Retrievers is an important one.
When there's a long gap like this, you really want to play well leading into that. Obviously some practices coming up and try to work on some things over that break. You want to be able to try to fix things, not wondering if you need to reinvent the wheel because things aren't going well going into that break.
One player who has really been going well is freshman point guard McGurk. The Westchester, Pennsylvania native took home the award for Patriot League Rookie of the Week this week after hitting 5 of her 6 three-point attempts. And she says running the point guard position as a freshman is something she's settling into nicely.
I think I've gotten more comfortable with the role every single game, and I have my teammates to thank for that. The upperclassmen have really been encouraging me to be a leader and to tell them what's going on the court. And as the season goes on, I want to look to attack more and look to get my teammates more wide open shots than I have been.
McGurk set a career high with 14 points against Towson last Wednesday, and even with the options she has beside her on the floor, Coach Rochelle wants the 1,000-point scorer from high school to continue to look for her own shot.
Megan's played well. I think she had a good first month of practice. Probably had a little bit of a rough go of it, probably for her standards in some of our first few games. But she showed a lot of signs. I think the Cornell game got in some foul trouble, kind of relied on her to score the basketball a little bit more, and she did a really good job with that. Came out and shot the ball really well against Towson last week, and that's really her game. We need to get her to put some points on the board. I think sometimes as a freshman, especially as a freshman point guard, you sometimes tend to defer a little bit to some of the older, maybe more experienced kids, which is okay at times, but we need to kind of let her find her scoring niche as well.
The Bison tip off against the Retrievers at 7 o'clock Tuesday night at Soika Pavilion, and if you can't make it out to the arena, the game will be available to view for free on Bison Vision on the Patriot League Network.